Welcome back to another episode of the Ambitious Journey podcast. I am Daharan,
And I am Drake.
and we are back.
Yes,
What's up,
sir.
bro?
Hey, man, living the dream.
Yeah,
What we thought was going to be a new year. Here we are.
yeah. What?
Same old, same old.
That just made me laugh because they say people always say like servers when you ask them, "What are you doing?" Living the dream.
Yeah, bro. That's where we're at.
Yeah, man. Another day. So some sad breaking news. I am not getting a stimulus check. So,
Whoa, hold on.
I found out.
Why?
I learned that the hard way. So, I was looking on my bank account, and I imagined myself waking up this morning with a great, gift, $600 in there. I was like, oh yeah, it's about to be a good day. No, bro, it was the absolute opposite of that. I woke up and I had exactly the same, actually less, because the charges started coming out of my account of the posted ones. And so like I start looking, and my bank says like, hey, if you don't see a stimulus in here today, you need to go look on IRS. So dude, I go over there to look, and it says your information is like not available. Like it said, like first check when you got it, the second check not available. And so I read down further under the common questions. And it said, what does not available mean? And it was like if you received one stimulus and it says that not available for the second one, you're not getting it. But
why?
You can. That's what I said. But it said that if you did not receive the second one, then you can put in for the tax credit, and you will receive it there. So I was like,
bro, what?
So why not just give me the money right now?
Yeah, like you're gonna give it to me eventually anyway. Like what? And who knew there was an asterisk on this stimmy?
Bro, exactly. On this stimmy. And so bro, I text Brandon because we have the same bank.
Yeah.
And he tells me, he looks too. He was like, dude, what the hell? I'm not getting one either. So he's not getting one. So then Taylor texts some of her friends. Turns out they're not getting it either. Like it has them with that. So like my mama doesn't even halfway qualify for this, but I sent her that because we were talking about this like the other day though.
Yeah.
I was just telling her, I was like, yeah, again, I was excited.
I was like, hey, Stimmy Turner, but you didn't get it.
I didn't get it. I was like, and so I told her, I was like, dang, it turns out, like I'm not getting it. And I sent her what it said, and she was like, well, just call me because I don't really know like what that's saying. And I was like, no, me neither. I don't either. So I called her, and she was just like, wow. She was like, well, everything will work out. Just keep going. I was like, always being positive. All right.
But, yeah. Dang, bro, that sucks. I haven't checked mine, and I'm probably going to be in the same boat. So,
yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I didn't mean to jump right into the politics right off the gate, but that's my day so far. That's my day, bro. I don't get like what was that? Like, I thought everybody was getting it, but they didn't say like it's gonna be like in the form of a tax credit. Like I didn't.
Yeah, and I don't understand that either. Like I don't understand like why that is a thing.
Yeah, I don't, cause like, and the only thing I was because I was talking with my mom. That's what it was. Another thing we were talking about. I was like, Mom, you think I had too many jobs last year? She was like, well, how many did you have? And I was like, dude, I counted them up. It was 5 of them. Like, just trying to keep from having to do unemployment, which I now look at and I'm like, why did I ever do that? But I should have just went ahead and got it. But yeah, I had 5 different jobs, and I was like, that's probably why. They're like, oh, okay, he must have some type of income. You know what I mean? Maybe. But I was like, but I was still qualified though. I feel like,
for real.
Okay, if I made more money in my life, let's say in like a year of working, I made more last year, and I got the stimulus this year. So I'm like, there's no way in hell I've even came close this year.
Yeah.
Like it's not, I shouldn't say it's in 2 different ballparks, but it's a significant difference. Like enough I know. So I'm just like, how can I not get the second one? But here we are.
I mean, that makes me think because I did pick up a second job during the like whole pandemic. So
Yeah, bro. I
who
mean,
knows?
what did you get it today?
No, I haven't got mine yet.
So it said if you didn't get it by the 5th, it was like go check on just check on IRS and you can type in your
I'll
stuff.
check it, but I know they said
Yeah.
that you could take up to like the 15th if you're getting it. So
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
yeah.
See, like when I went on there, it was like I took like the little screenshots. It says like if you haven't had like if your bank hasn't posted like information about by the 5th, you aren't getting the stimulus unless you do paper. Now, paper they were saying takes up to 3 to 4 weeks, and
Bro, I
they were
need
like,
my bank account needs to be stimulated. I need that.
yeah, exactly.
What are we
Like,
doing?
um, oh, dude, also something else that kind of happened in my life a couple of days ago. I never thought I would enter this situation in my life until I said it at well, I actually didn't say it. I typed it. But
Okay. Okay.
uh but bro, I was there's this guy that helps me out like with trading and stuff and like doing my meals, helping me out. Shout out to Steve. Thanks, Steve. Uh and so I'm trying to bulk up a little bit, right? Right before the wedding comes up, so I
Mhm.
can, at least look a little more full. Like my ideal would be like 220, 225, but like solid ripped up, you
Mhm.
know. And I haven't quite been there before. So I was like, well, yeah, let me try to, bulk up a little bit over these next few months, and then do like, a big cut right before the wedding. Um, so I text him. Dude, I was just watching videos, but I text him. I was like, hey, bro, it's a quick question. I was like, hey, you think a waist trainer would work for me? And I was just like, and I never thought I would feel like when I typed it, I was like, oh, he's probably gonna look at that kind of weird, bro. Like, like, yo, what are you on right? Why are you asking?
Facts. Facts.
Like just because I don't feel like that many guys kind of
No.
like look at, you know what I mean? Like it's
No, I know.
yeah. So I was like, so I typed it and I was like, no, bro, like I'm just thinking about it. By the way, like I don't really know. Meanwhile, I have one the whole time. I
Bro,
was like,
right.
so just in case you tried to clown me, I was like, no, I don't really got one, but I got one. He laughed. He was like, no, bro. He was like, look, he was like, I live by genetics is just genetics,
Mhm.
but he was like, well, I mean, you could try it and see what it does. I was like, all right. I was like, no, yeah, I was just thinking about it. No, bro. I'm so yes, I am gonna try it, see how it works. I only say that I want to try this because I was watching videos and there were some of the bodybuilder guys, like
Mhm.
those big open class dudes.
Mhm.
I saw who was it? I believe his name is pronounced Rolly Winkler. So he wore one. I think it was like last season, and apparently, like it actually did help him like come in tighter because he kind of had those protruding guts that you kind of see some of those guys have.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like it, he wore one like basically all day, and by the time the show came around, he was a lot tighter that year. Like people didn't pick at that for him, and make fun. So I was like,
Hmm.
but dang, if it helped the dude that was that bad off, you know what I mean? Like, sure, if
Yeah.
I mean, I've already cut up once before. This can only help, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my thinking. So I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Yeah. Hey, that's kind of funny you said that though, because like
Yeah.
I do know a lot of people are on that like genetics thing. It's just like, hey, not all of us have that, you know.
Right. Yeah. See, oh, bro, if you ever, I don't know. Well, I tagged him in a picture one time. If you ever see Steve, it's like, yes, bro, he is a genetic freak by nature. So like, all it takes for him is a couple push-ups and a meal or two, and all of a sudden he's just, ready to
Yeah.
go. So yeah, no, not all of us are like that. And
But
I'm just like,
dude, on the real though, I thought you were gonna say like you just texted him about steroids and like you needed like hella
oh,
pills or something. Because I was
no,
like, oh yeah,
no,
about it.
no, that's not something you would. I feel like that's something that you would text a guy. I mean, I would.
I mean, yeah, but I thought that's exactly where you're going. I thought you were going like straight into like I am about to be in a full cycle before my wedding. I was like, damn, okay, that's
Yeah.
aggressive.
Oh no, we get into it.
Yeah.
No, man. Honestly though, I've actually considered that a lot. Being honest here. But yeah, Taylor's not too on board for that. So I'm kind of in a Jimmy.
Yeah.
But no, I
Let,
do.
let, let's dive. Let's dive down that pool and down that hole because I mean we're both in the same situation. We both have significant others that aren't on the same
Right.
page.
Um,
What are your thoughts on taking steroids?
Me personally,
Yeah.
oh, I love that idea.
Okay.
I'm all about it. Like, first of all, I think steroids should be in sports. That's me.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, and I say this because I want the best version of that person that they can possibly provide, whether that be drug induced or not. All
Okay.
right. So, if you, because everybody doesn't respond the same way to steroids. I mean, just look at again, great sport, bodybuilding. All those guys take gear,
Oh
but
yeah.
not all of them look the same.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? Like how many players have been caught taking stuff, and you're like, dang, bro, you're still not good though. Like you
Facts.
still weren't even like the top that year, and then that's crazy. You got caught. Like so it's like everybody doesn't respond the same. So I love that element. And I know people talk about like with fighting, they're like, well, it makes it unfair. Well, I like the element of death in fighting. Like, I mean, it kind of makes it like more. If you got like in the back of your head, like, damn, bro, he could hit him too hard and he could die right here. Like that makes it like a little bit crazier,
Mm-hmm.
especially like MMA. I feel like that's basically the draw to MMA right now is what like, it's basically the closest thing to like no rules,
Mm-hmm.
except for like some certain things like no head kicking when people are on the ground, things of that sort.
It's like a gladiator type of sport.
Exactly. But it's like, just a couple little confines.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm like, yeah, throw some roids in there. Let's really amp this thing up. So, yeah, bro, I absolutely would. But yes, I have to. Bro, my whole plan is I'm almost 30. Dang, that sounds weird to say.
Yeah.
I got a couple of years, but bro, I'm right there. I have full intentions on going to the doctor to get what is it? TRT or whatever.
Yeah.
Testosterone replacement, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, bro. As soon as, but Taylor said that. Okay, she said that's the only way I can is if I go through a doctor because she wants to make sure it can't hurt me from having kids. So yeah. If it wasn't for that, though, no, yeah, bro, we'll be out here.
You'd be the next
Oh, buddy.
next Mr. Olympia out here.
Oh, it'd be sick. But no. What do you what about you?
I mean, I think it's definitely for me personally. I think if like somebody wants to take it, like, and especially like for like those kind of things, like used to like those open class guys in Olympia, like there's no way they don't just like cycle year round,
Bro. What do they call it? Blasting and cruising. So like they hit a whole bunch at one time and they just kind of cruise on some tests and then they blast again. Yeah.
See, but also like, with me, like I would do it if I had the ability to like completely wrap my life around it. Like if I could live in a gym and I could eat exactly perfect, those kind of things. If I had like the ability to do like everything to a T, I would do it. That's kind of the only thing that kind of keeps me from it. Is just like I don't want to do it and not be able to like reach peak, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, you basically just don't want to waste it. That makes perfect
Correct.
sense. Yeah. No man, I feel like okay, every guy that's ever lifted has had to think about steroids. If they didn't, they're lying, bro.
Fact.
They're lying.
There's always heavier weight that you want to touch.
Exactly, bro. Every guy, well, you just seem like you just sat there and like you get a nice little pump in the gym. You're like, dang, I would look kind of crazy if I got on some roids. Like you've had that thought at least for a second, and then you may have just just went on after it. Some guys just keep that thought and then they do it. So it's like, yeah, bro. I think that's a natural thing. I know, like I feel like the people that I've met like in my life that are well, I was about to say, I've only met like 2 people that are kind of just against steroids, but they've been like somebody's like mother, and like
I mean that's like a parent instinct. I feel
exactly,
like.
yeah, and it's like
steroids, anybody,
and they're also like a little bit older too, so it's been like, and and so like the first things that came out of our roid rage, guys snapping and stuff, and I'm like, no, bro, I've known a lot of guys have taken stuff, they're just fine. They don't do anything crazy like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, but everybody else, I think, just about in my life, kind of takes a similar stance to you. There's kind of like, I mean, it's all right, kind of if you do it, I mean, I don't really feel any particular way about it.
Yeah. But no, if I could do everything to a T and just do it perfect, yeah, I'd be all about it. But
yeah, bro, I get yoked. Just
yeah.
But yeah, so no, that was a good little segue for us there. What do you want to jump into today, bro?
Dude, what a crazy day. Let's just go ahead and start there.
Yeah, politics?
I might as well.
Might as well.
Rip the Band-Aid off for them.
Yeah, just go right to it.
Well, we got Clown Town up in DC, bro.
Jesus. Yeah. So we got two things in politics we got to cover, I guess. Or so do you want to talk about the Senate race in Georgia, or do you want to talk about the
we can start with that. We can start with that. That happened first. We'll keep it in order.
Yeah. So as we saw, Senate race. I don't know both of their names, but the two Democrats, they both won. So what they say, this was the first time Georgia's had like two Democratic senators, I think, in their entire history. And this is the first African-American senator that they've ever had too.
Which is crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I think they said this is the first African-American senator elected from any southern state, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
Let me double check that on Twitter. That sounds awful, but it was tweeted by some news station though.
But I mean, that's crazy to think about. Like, it took this long. Like, come on.
Yeah, bro. So, not to cut you off, my bad.
You're good.
So yeah, it was tweeted by NPR Politics.
Okay.
So they said Raphael Warnock. He beat Kelly Loeffler, and so he'll be the first black senator from Georgia and the first black Democratic elected to the Senate from a southern state.
Wow.
That's so. Have you looked at that guy at all? Really?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man. This podcast is the most I've ever talked about politics in my entire life.
Really? Okay.
I don't mess with it. It's just like everyone has an opinion.
Yeah.
Everyone, like, especially like people our age and like everyone like in this day and age, especially. Like, man, if you don't agree with them on politics, you just get either like shut out or like they just explode on you. And
they can be mature about it.
Chill.
Yeah. Like, which is that I will say too. You kind of touch on what I was gonna say as far as DC goes. That's you saw a display of immaturity there, but not to get off course too fast. Yeah, so it's not like I know a crazy amount about him either. I know that he was running that. He was a reverend first, and you always kind of this is gonna be kind of touchy. Or okay, so do you remember when? Have you ever had like you've done some type of like Black History something at some point in time as far as like heard about it. So how they said like this is what people were comparing him to. This isn't really my comparison, but I can see why they would say this. So when there were slaves.
Yeah.
And you had a pastor. Basically the slave owners communicated to the pastor. He was one that was able to legally read and write, to be able to teach to the congregation, the slaves, but as a way of also of control. So this is another thing. So they're drawing a parallel there and a correlation between that with him as well. Because dude, he has said some stuff. And it's. I don't want to go too far into a deep dive because I don't want to misquote him or anything.
But he's been talking out of his neck, basically.
Basically, like some stuff where you like, dude, you're like, whoa, and you would like go look up. At least I would go look up like the whole thing to be like, what in the hell was he even talking about that would
Yeah.
make him say this? You know what I mean? So it's like, but I tweeted something today though. I was just like, from the stuff I've seen, I was like, if he practices what he preaches, Georgia, they will regret this, bro. Just because of his viewpoints on certain things when it comes to like police, when it comes to like the military, things of that sort. You're like, and my thinking is, bro, those are two things that we need. They're needed in this country. You know what I mean? Now, can there be some change and stuff? Sure, yes, but those are still things that we need, and his things that he preaches are not quite in line with that. So it was just more so interesting to me though that they, for the first time, Georgia, like, they flipped blue. Like, nobody of any other states that would have went blue in the South, I would have never guessed Georgia.
So, I mean, the cool thing to do these days is vote blue. I mean, that's what all the kids are doing, you know?
Right.
Everyone has to vote blue, or like you have to be racist, or like all those kind of things. And now we're not touching on that just because, like, again, we've made it very clear that neither of us are on either side of this fight. Exactly. We're not red, not blue. But again, at the end of the day, you can check anything. Go check all of your friends that you follow or follow you on social media, and the cool thing they post about is voting blue.
Exactly. Did you see, just for a second, did you see where they had to say, what was that, in Congress, they had a prayer and they said, a man and a woman?
Excuse me?
Bro, it was, oh my God, it was insane. Okay, so for anybody out there that doesn't know, that amen does not address a man. It's not a man, amen. It's what I think it's supposed to be pronounced amen.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be like so it is, let it be, like this is true, like what I'm saying, you know, like it's like an ending to say like a declaration basically, and that's like, so everything you just said was a declaration, and this is like the period to that, like, now let it come forth, basically.
But now it's becoming a man, a woman.
Yeah, and so now they're making them say, a man and a woman, and it's like, it has nothing to do with sex at all.
We've lost our minds.
Yeah, and it's just like, see, and that's the stuff, bro. It's stuff like that that scares me. When I'm looking at the two parties, they both suck. Like,
yes.
When I look at the two parties, they're not. This one isn't telling me, you know, stuff that this one's telling me to do. Like, I can say a million wrong things in this one over here. You know what I mean? Whoever would have known saying amen is controversial, bro. Even people that aren't religious just say amen,
bro. And that's the thing, like you said, like, I think, like, I don't know if the original pronunciation or whatever is like amen or whatever, but like now the fact that we are softer than tissue paper, bro.
Like, dude, it's so crazy. It's like, I would have never thought, bro, not in my lifetime, like I would have saw something like,
when did that, like, bro. I need to meet the person that said this is gender based when we end up prayer.
Oh man, look at me right there saying, man, look, I'll look it up and I'll send it to you, of the video that I saw, because it was on Twitter. But
so, like, bro, now we're gonna get to the point where it's like, instead of saying like in Jesus' name, it's gonna be like in Jesse's name, or like in, like,
it's gonna be something, bro.
Or like, instead of and like to God we pray to the goddess. Like, is that what we're going at like now?
Dude, look, we'll have to look at the whole prayer. Because they say a bunch of things in there. They say like to God, they say to Allah, to something else. Like, he says like 8 different things, and then he says amen, and he says amen and a woman. So we're already steering towards that, which, okay, here's my thing. There's a lot of arguments over you know, what the founding fathers were, if they were Christian or not, and how people say how, what was it, in like 1974 or something like that, one nation under God, that was added in to the Pledge of Allegiance. Sure, there's a lot of debate over that. I don't mind if people have, like, they're like, if they want their God addressed as well. So for him to say like, like God, Allah,
Yeah,
stuff,
that's gravy, bro.
cool, bro, because
Yeah,
that's your thing. That's what you do. Fair
facts,
enough. Like
facts.
move, but when you start getting into all this other stuff,
For no reason. That has nothing to
yeah,
do with it, bro. That's the
dude,
thing.
I can't get on board with that because to me, this is what I feel like. Because it's not like you're just wanting to do something that's against the grain. You're wanting attention, but it's almost like you're making like a mockery now. Like it's not like you're not really meaning it. It's not really offending you. You're just kind of just wanting to see like what you can get away with. That's how I feel.
Yeah, bro. It's just pressing buttons to see
Yeah,
like
you know what I mean. It's like, let's see if they'll do this. No, I'm offended by that now. And it's like, no, bro, no. Like at some point, like it's okay. So it's like they couldn't win with the with the hate speech stuff and stuff like that. Sorry, so fine, I can't get the whole pie. Well, I'll just take a piece at a time until I have it all. So it's like, before you know it, we'll just be able just looking at each other doing eye signals and hoping you pick it up.
bro.
It's gosh, dude.
Listen, bro. We can go ahead and switch to everything that happened today because
Oh yeah.
this comment I'm gonna say is just gonna go straight into this, bro. These other countries are just looking at us like, oh yeah, we're about to own this.
Oh yeah,
We're about to just
bro.
take this over.
Somebody said something to me the other day. They were like, because they were talking about like, they're like, well, this is like the downfall of America, blah blah. Blah. And they were like, no great country has ever made it ever. They're like, they've all been conquered and destroyed.
But we're gonna conquer and destroy by our own people. That's the crazy thing.
I was like, damn, that is kind of right though.
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
Every like big power did see their downfall at some point. I mean, we've been going strong now for what 200 something years or something, close to 300, whatever. As far as being like a leading force in the world, and I feel like for sure over the last 100, we've been top dog for sure. And part of that is just us wanting to be everybody's world police.
Literally,
but and being in everybody's stuff. But and then too we came with some good stuff. But yeah, man, I don't know. That was scary when they said that. And then like you said, then to see the stuff today. The immaturity displayed by the Trump supporters. I mean, flat out, that's what you got to call them. They were people were now calling them like extremist, terrorist groups, so on and so forth. And what they displayed today, that is all in line with that. You have to call them. Those people that went out there today were extremists, terrorists. Some people were even saying, like, in the comments that you should count that as treason.
Yeah.
I don't really know all of what goes into treason, but I feel like treason is like what? Anything that, well, it's not anything, but something that can harm your country.
I mean, and storming the Capitol is
definitely. Yeah, it's like, because I don't know what was the purpose of, so were they just trying to just break it up? Like from the vote happening, like were they trying to like kill people in there? What was the point of?
So that was the thing, is it seems like non-violent, like.
So they just wanted to be inside.
I guess, but like at the same time, like it makes no sense. Like, like what was the point of that? Like,
yeah, because it's like, all right, now when you're inside, then what?
Well, dude, so the biggest thing with this too is, well, we obviously have dealt with a lot in 2020. We had a lot of protests for a lot of injustice that did happen, and they were rightfully so. But everyone that did what they did today, what were they saying when that stuff happened?
Exactly.
And where are we at?
Mm-hmm. And you see, people are grilling Tomi Lahren right now,
bro. But she deserves it.
Yeah, because she tweeted, what was it, back just November 3rd or something like that.
Yep.
That she was like, Trump supporters were just going about their day. And no, they did not go on about their day today. They were right in there.
But I mean, that's
bro. Breaking right now. Senate vote rejects challenge to President-elect Biden's victory in Arizona after members of Congress returned to Capitol.
Ooh.
And
we're about to see what happens with that.
Yeah, so it looks like, it looks like they're all gonna go along with certifying his wins, and not even, if anything, yeah, those people today, they ruined any type of backing Trump could have got in the Senate. I mean, that's really what it kind of comes down to. Like, I think that because now those people by wherever they live at,
Hmm.
like they're gonna whoever elected those senators, in whatever state and so forth, people are gonna look at them a certain type of way, like, oh, that's what you agree with.
Yep.
Oh, you're on board with that.
Yep. You support that.
Exactly, and there goes your reelection. So
Hmm.
like, they can't really get behind it now, even if they would have wanted to. Like,
Yeah.
so everybody's gonna have to kind of just fold. Um, which I mean, it's let the cards fall where they may. You know, I would have wanted it to go a certain way, and I didn't get my shake in this at all. But there seems to be a lot of people that are happy with what happened. So now all we can do now as a country, go forward, be mature. Uh, my
But
bad.
I mean, that's the thing is like we don't know how to do that.
Yeah, and I mean, like today, that was do what because like that doesn't make sense.
Not at
What was the
all.
point? Like just immaturity. I mean, I don't know. Just being outraged. You make fun of liberals for doing that type of stuff when they're frustrated, and then you go in and you do the exact same thing when the cards don't go in your favor.
But it's like, is it the and this is a genuine question. Is
Mhm.
it the exact same thing or is it worse?
That's a great point. I guess, would almost be worse because it makes it hypocritical.
Well,
So,
I'm just not even talking about the hypocrisy of it. I'm just saying in general of the actions. I mean,
oh yeah, going to yeah, because I mean, okay, yeah, you expect people to have uh civility when it comes to politics.
yep.
You even if you get frustrated over it, as far as like with the leaders who are elected, you expect them to have some type of civility. I mean, just imagine like if they were in there fighting, throwing fists and stuff, we would look at that like it was a joke.
Hmm.
But when you lose, you do things the right way. People respect it. It builds, it grows, it earns respect. And then it's recognized for what it is. And so I think yeah, they lost sight of that today. So it does almost make it kind of worse in that sense of you go after those people instead of if they were just in the street.
Yeah, and that's my thing. If they were just in the street, I feel like it's the same because I get it. Like
Yeah,
everything happened, it was I guess technically we'll just say last summer. We'll call it that. I get it. It was a lot longer than that,
right.
but at the end of the day, we'll say last summer. All those things that were happening then, yeah, they were, looting and breaking, into businesses and burning stuff, all those kind of things. So that happened. And then like
Mm.
today, like I mean, they're still they're breaking into the Capitol, but I mean they're busting out windows, climbing like going into like offices, just kind of just like walking around doing their own thing. So it's just like I don't see
Yeah,
any difference in it. I definitely and but again, I think because of the like being hypocritical with it, like you said, like, hey, that's not something we're gonna do, and then you do it because you just sit there
yeah.
and made fun
It
of the doing it. Here we are.
yeah, I don't know. It probably would have to go down as being worse. I do think. I and my thing too is like so. Okay, what's the next step? Like, where do we go from here? So it's
Mhm.
obviously going to happen because look, now with everything that happened today, oh, this is something else we didn't mention. The Democrats now have control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency.
Mhm.
I don't know even when the last time that happened.
No, me neither.
Like, so that's the triple threat. Like, that's kind of like each a party's dream to happen right there. So
Mhm.
it's like you almost, even though this was after the election, I mean, you almost made them feel like they were justified. They're like, see, we made the right decision. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So it's
Mhm.
like, I don't know, man. I don't know what that was about today. I wish it wouldn't have happened for their sake because now those people are on TV just looking foolish, like like plumb fools, and you're
But
just
like,
like,
dude, like,
what are you doing?
what kind of like people is that? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, bro. Like
either you took off work to do that, or you don't have a job and you did that.
and like I don't want people to get me wrong. Like I think it's okay to go protest and to go places and do that, they all have their place. But you shouldn't be out there being destructive, looting, breaking into the Capitol building. Like,
Exactly.
I mean, you can give them hell from outside, and like just let them be annoying,
Bro, because with
like
all the people that were there, they definitely knew they were there.
exactly, bro. I mean, even I've seen people like have people show up to their houses and stuff,
Hmm.
and they stand outside, annoy the hell out of them. I mean, that's a part of it. I think that's fair. Uh, Especially if they're in an area where you elected them to, and you feel as if they're not doing right by where you elected them. I mean, that makes sense. But you should never be threatening them and like vandalizing their stuff, talking about killing them. Like they've all been getting death threats. People that don't even have like, the and I say the random, but like the people that are voted in, but we don't know their names as well because
Yeah.
they're not always in the news.
Yeah.
But even those people are getting like death threats and stuff, and it's like, I don't even matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got to be looking at that like, bro, I literally don't even matter. I'm just here.
Yeah.
It's
Fact.
just like, yeah, that's the stuff I don't agree with. You got to have civility and respect and maturity. Those are really the keys there.
Yeah. No, I agree. But I mean,
Yeah.
let's see where we go from here.
Yeah, I need to go back and say, you remember how on the Nashville bomber I was like, so what do we call him, a domestic terrorist or like
Yeah.
that's what we got to call that guy too, by the way.
For sure.
Yeah, I wanted to clear that up too because I when I listened back I was like, no, yeah, that's exactly what you call that guy. Like, a terrorist. Sure. But yeah, that's all I really got on that one though, bro.
Yeah, and kind of switching topics, but I mean, sticking with the same kind of one little last thought on this.
Mm-hmm.
Doc Rivers, Philadelphia 76ers coach, he said in his press conference before the game today, he said, imagine if all these people were black.
Oh, he said that today?
He did. And I mean, that's obviously a genuine question because I mean, that is so true.
That's actually kind of that's surprising to me from him, but it's kind of impressive too, though, because because I believe like his wife is white. Yes,
I believe so. I mean, because his son Austin Rivers is definitely. I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. Not all black.
No, right. He's not. So it's just it's always interesting to me, when people have they're just well aware of stuff. So no, I didn't know he said that. I'm trying to just think that all the way through, but that's a great point. I mean, we've seen it how online wise, the name calling people say, the things that people do, how they say about them when they are black. So now these people are white. CNN was quick to give them the same labels, but
I mean, because that was CNN taking it against their counterpart across the street at Fox News, basically.
Exactly. Now, I don't know how the rest of how it will play out in all media outlets.
But he meant just in general as like if the cops were standing there and as opposed to these white people, charging them and doing this. Like, I mean, unfortunately, we've seen, again, going back to the injustice. I mean, we've seen, way too many black lives lost for no reason.
Okay, but I do gotta say, in all fairness, though, have you seen that militia that marches the street, the black militia? Okay, bro. So you'll have to look them up. Just type in the black militia in America. But no, they've gotten a lot of leeway, bro. Because I mean, they have went to like state buildings with like guns and like took over like the lawn and stuff like that. Because there's a ton of them.
Yeah.
Dude, but their last incident though, they had a negligent discharge. They've had that happen at 2 incidents to where they shot their own people on accident. Jeez. But still nothing really happens though, like as far as like pressing charges. So there's a lot of leeway. I mean, so if I feel like if that held true, like for across the board.
No, and I agree. There's not a standard across the board for any.
Right. Anybody. So but yeah, but no, I don't know. It definitely is thought provoking though to make you think, because like what But what happened? We have seen situations like that with people who are darker go differently.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. No, that's dude, Doc Rivers out here. I've heard other people say it, but it just surprises me more that
That he was so vocal. Because
right.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, people that don't know Doc Rivers, I mean, he is a very successful NBA coach. Has coached
for sure. And
multiple playoff team, championship team, superstars, everything.
but that's it right there too. Though he's a NBA successful NBA coach,
Mm-hmm.
so he has something to lose by saying something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that's another part that impresses me because, as we talked about, in today's age, just by you speaking and talking about a genuine response or a thought, you can literally lose everything.
Literally.
And it's like, so for him to say that and be like, nah, but imagine he didn't give his opinion, right? Of like, but he thought he just kind of just
I,
posed the
I I
question.
didn't hear the whole press conference. I just saw like that snippet of it. So I can't really speak on the whole press conference on what he gave.
Yeah, but
But
no. I mean, I think to me that's the part that's really impressing me though, because I mean he just gave you an idea or a thought there, and he was like, I don't know what, but tell me what you think though. Tell me
yeah,
what you think. Oh yeah, that's dope.
yeah. I mean, that definitely was something crazy to me because I mean, I'm a big NBA fan, and being able to spend a weekday watching NBA basketball, that's what I do. So
Mm-hmm.
being able to see that, and then I mean, we had some good games today too. On top of that, just to kind of go on a lighter note,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
dude, so much scoring. Like,
See, I didn't watch any games today, bro. I didn't watch
bro,
nothing.
Bradley Beal had 57 through three quarters.
Where was Russ?
Cost me money. That's what Russ was doing because
Bro, you gotta quit gambling on these games, bro.
Russ had like 15, 16 points, something like that. But um, Bradley Beal only ended with 60. So he had 57 through three and ended with 60.
Only. Why you say?
Bro, you had 3 points in the fourth quarter? Like, come on now.
Doggone, he gave you 50 something in the first three.
Bro, I
A
don't
man's
care.
got to keep something in the tank.
Not when the game's on the line. They could have beat
Oh,
Philadelphia.
the game was still close.
Yeah,
Good old Wizards. There you go.
fact. But then Gordon Hayward turned around, had 44 tonight. That was surprising. He was
Oh,
cooking the
because
Hawks.
well, isn't this his first year back? Well, he finished
No.
out the season, right?
He
Last
played
year.
last year was his first year back.
He played. I thought he came back like super late, and he played like the last couple of months before shutdown, and he played like a little bit after. And then, obviously they got up out of there.
Yeah, but I mean he got that big deal in Charlotte now, so
Right.
scored 44.
Yeah. Okay. No, that is huge. Did you see anything from Melo?
No.
That's the only reason why I even care about that
He's
game.
coming off the bench right now. But I mean
Yeah.
he's had a few highlight plays this year, but
Yeah, I
not
saw what he put up 22 the other night. That boy was shooting from doggone way back. I was like, oh, you done got real comfortable.
yeah.
Real comfortable, real quick. Also, speaking of that, shooting like that, Steph, bro, with 62 the other night. That was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. I didn't watch the game, but I saw the highlights. It was all over Twitter. Everybody was like, Steph Curry. So, yeah.
Steph finally is I think he's figuring out his role in this team that like he has nothing and like he's gonna have to score. The best meme though was it was a picture of him and Draymond the night that Steph scored 62 and it said these two combined for 63 points. And
Bro, can you imagine if that would have been like the story they ran with in the morning, like on the sports shows? Bro, that would have been great.
Draymond and Steph score 63 combined, and then they show the stats. Draymond got
Draymond
one.
won. Bro, that's so crazy to me how Draymond can literally have multiple NBA contracts and Buddy will give you four points in 6 games. Like, it's
Bro,
not uncommon for him not to score a single point in multiple games, and everybody's okay about it then.
bro, for anybody that plays basketball or has ever played basketball, you will probably enjoy this. Everyone says Draymond Green shoots like he got a backpack on. You
That
like
is
that
true.
dude that pull up and say, "Hey, swing that over here. Let me get that hoe."
Bro, and the other day he tried to play off that shot. I saw this. He tried to play off that air ball like he was passing it to Steph.
Yep.
Like, no, bro. We saw that. We saw that shot.
Oh, he's so bad. But then Julius Randle from the Knicks, dude, he's having a good season. Like
Oh yeah.
he had 30 points, 16 boards tonight, and that's not the first time he's had that this season. I think it's like the third or the fourth. So I mean, he's been eating up there.
Didn't something happen to that new kid they got, Tabby uh Obi Toppin or something like that?
Obi
Obi Toppin.
Toppin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a calf injury right now.
Yeah, man, that's okay. It's a dope name, but that's a funny name too, though.
Obi Toppin.
Yeah, because all you gotta do is just, bro. I give it till June. We will have some type of rap bar reference
With Obi Toppin.
to yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. It's
dude,
coming,
he's
bro.
cold, bro. He's cold. If he can stay healthy, he would have been my pick for Rookie of the Year. Dude,
Really?
he's so good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's
No,
just gotta stay healthy.
I watched the Joe Budden podcast, but he talks about him all the time on there.
Yeah,
So.
he's from New York, so him getting to play for the Knicks, he was like coming home. Like that's super dope.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Get to be right there.
Yeah.
Hometown kid. There was something else I wanted to say on basketball. Oh, dude, you told me something crazy.
Yeah, dude, Markelle Fultz with the heartbreak of the night, tearing his ACL, bro.
Man,
dude, a kid was balling out this year too, bro. He finally
dude, what
got
happened to that? Like, okay, this guy goes from being phenomenal. What was that, Washington?
Yeah.
To then goes to the Sixers, my team. I was excited to have him. And then something weird just kind of happened psychologically to where he couldn't figure out a shot.
Yeah.
And
well,
then,
the Sixers were trying to change it. That was the biggest thing.
Okay. Yeah, no, they said he had like some shoulder injuries there. So they were trying to change it. And again, so just basically overall, it just plays with you. I mean, imagine a guy's been doing it one way for forever. He gets hurt and then you try to change it on top of that. He's already traumatized. He's hurt because he's like, man, I'm sure he's thinking, he's like, bro, I just almost threw away my entire career. Like, I forgot how he even hurt his shoulder. But like, yeah, in basketball, your shoulders are important for sure. So, yeah, man. So it sounds like that guy's whole career is just a grind.
Well, dude, it's like the curse of the number one pick, bro.
Oh, did he go number one?
Mm-hmm.
He was one and Alonzo was two?
Yeah.
That's right. Because Magic said he wanted De'Aaron Fox, right? And
the Kings took him.
Yeah. Well, he said, yeah, but they decided on
Alonzo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because all of them rooted for him. That's right. No, man, I hate that for that kid because he was good.
Yeah, the guy traded to Orlando and started making a name for himself again, and
yeah.
Then this, bro. That's
it's so weird to me. Like, okay, those people are in phenomenal shape. They do everything they can to take care of their bodies.
Absolutely, and then some.
And their bodies give out on them. But you got people down the street that drink and drug it up all weekend long, don't do any type of physical exercise, and never even once get a cramp.
Yeah.
And you're like, how does that happen, dude? Like, that's –
but like,
and I know it's just from, like, the wear and tear, you know, but it's like – but they're also doing everything to rejuvenate themselves, get their bodies back, great nutrition, going to see a therapist, you know, like the whole shebang.
But some of these young guys aren't, though. That's the thing. Some of these young guys are still trying. I mean, not right now because you probably can't. But like a lot of these young guys are probably still clubbing and staying out late and doing all those kind of things. And
yeah,
we know how professional.
Right. I mean, no, I can only imagine what it must be like to be 19 and a multimillionaire. Jesus Christ. I can picture it. I got a pretty good image of how it would be like, but yeah. So no, yeah, I get it. Yeah, some of them are still out there, you know, finding out who they are. Mm-hmm. But I feel like for the most part, though, most of those guys, because they've seen so many guys ruin their lives, that they still get in touch. I mean, we saw. Okay, a good example would be Lonzo. Just because he's such a prominent guy, you can like look this up. He didn't lift weights at all, but they told him as soon as he got to the league, first thing he did, like he started like trying to lift and then starting to go see like somebody that would stretch him out and stuff. So I mean, you know, like it's it's something that like I feel like they other guys should go ahead and tell them, hey, you need to go ahead and just get used to this type of your new norm.
Hmm.
Um, and so it's just so weird to me though how those guys end up getting hurt when you got people, just
Yeah.
over here doing whatever, and it's so weird, so weird.
No, I definitely agree. I just hope he can recover, man. He's got to make a comeback. Another one, unfortunately, but like that Orlando team is very young, very good. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that they have a bright future, but that definitely hurts. I mean,
Oh
now
yeah,
he's getting replaced by Cole Anthony, who played at North Carolina. His dad played in the NBA. His dad is now an NBA announcer. So it's just like,
okay,
I mean, Cole Anthony's played North Carolina. He was okay. He was a first round draft pick. Like he's gonna fill in that position nice. And
right.
you have to
So
hope
that's
he
just
get back from
somebody else.
injury and then beat somebody else out for your spot back.
Exactly,
So
man. Um, this I feel like this advocates even more for the for it that those guys need to be able to go from high school to the NBA.
hmm
Because imagine this happens in college.
he's done.
Yeah, bro. And it's like people are asking for more college time. Dude, anybody, you can go back to school at any point in time. I promise you, no school is going to, not every single school is going to turn away your money. You're going to find some school that's going to be like, yeah, come on. Like, you can always go back to school later on in life, bro. We see it
Exactly.
every day.
Especially when you have millions of dollars and are a professional athlete.
Exactly. But you do not get a million opportunities to go to the NBA. That's once
Yes.
in every 10 million lifetimes. Like you don't, that's not every day for people. So I feel like the guys that got it, like they should be able to take it. Okay, even though this is a tad bit different of a sport, um I still think the same should happen. I think it used to be able to be this way, but then it changed. But the NFL, I think you should be able to go from right there, doggone. If you can be, for instance, Najee Harris, bro. Najee Harris, I watched him in high school. It was unfair. Completely unfair, bro. I think, well, I saw him his senior year. This was like almost 4 years ago when I watched this highlight tape of him. I forgot even how I found out. Some guy mentioned him. But dude, it was unfair. Then he had like 26 touchdowns, almost 5,000 rushing yards, but he wasn't even playing full games.
Bro, but here's the thing.
Like,
When it comes to that, think about the size of a kid when he's in high school, and then
right?
think about the size of him after his freshman year of college.
What I'm saying is, I think there's only certain guys that can happen for, but
Agree.
the opportunity should be allowed to them though.
See,
Like,
I think the more of a no college for basketball and a one and done for college football should be the move because I think that year
man,
of
let them. What's
strength.
better than giving a guy money, giving him a food plan, a place to stay, and letting him be around the real talent? What's better than that? You're doing the same thing at school, except you're giving them this weird requirement of papers and math problems and blah blah
Dude,
blah
but
for
think
that
but
year.
think but think about this. They're only there a semester if they do a one and done in college. Because they're going to graduate high school early more than likely, so maybe they're there a year, maybe
Right.
like at worst case they're there spring as an early enrollee, they're there this summer, and then they're there for the fall. Next spring they're getting drafted. So I think in football it's more beneficial to do the one and done as opposed to basketball. They don't play till the end of fall, then they have to wait, then they have to play through the spring, then they don't even finish the spring semester. These guys are done before Christmas, or well, I mean, if they're playing on a big team, they're done in January, and
Right.
then it's getting ready for the draft right after that. But you get the ability to have the like structure of an actual program for a year. Because like, dude,
Right.
think about these high schoolers, bro. These high schoolers have no structure.
Right. But I think okay. No, I get what you're saying. It's a great point, but I think though still it's so I don't think it's gonna open this floodgates of people going from high school to the NFL.
See, I think it would it
I
would it would open it for people trying to.
exactly. I just think it'll be those hidden gems
Mhm.
like Najee Harris.
Derrick Henry, those type of guys.
Exactly. Those guys are like, Why in the hell is he going? Just put him there. He's ready, bro.
Yeah.
Today, he can do what he's doing there right today.
So,
You know?
and I do agree with those like hidden gems because especially running
Yeah.
backs have 100% injury rate.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's
Absolutely.
just a matter of when. It's not
Mm-hmm.
if, it's when. And
Mm-hmm.
that's like a running back like Derrick Henry, a running back like Najee Harris, who were taking 500 to 700 carries a year in high school. Yeah, I get it. They were
Exactly.
running over everybody or not even being touched. I get it. That's still running. And
Exactly.
then they got
Exactly.
to college and they did get hit. They still
Mm-hmm.
trained. Now, like Derrick Henry's in the NFL, Najee will be there next year.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Oh
like
yeah.
they're taking big boy hits
Mm-hmm.
over and over and over. Your body can't do that forever. It's 100% injury rate playing running back.
Exactly. So that I just think it would be cool if they would do that. I mean, you see baseball, since it's a non-contact sport. I mean, I think that's why they allow that to happen. Because I mean, you can go to the league in baseball at 16.
Yeah,
So
but I
it's
mean,
like,
if you go to college, you got to play 3 years though.
oh really?
So you can go pro, but if you go to college, you got to play 3 years at least for
Yeah,
D1. I don't know about like
yeah.
JUCOs and all those kind of things.
No, that's rubbish. I didn't even know
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So, dude, I think have I told you about one time one of my friends that I met playing baseball. He was from Puerto Rico, like how they view baseball. Never
Mm.
talk about this. So, just since we brought up baseball right then, he was telling me how. So he signed it, dude. He signed to the Brewers at 17, and all of 17, and everybody. So everybody thought that he was too old to be signing. Crazy. Dude, he said there, if you're not signing by the time he said on your 16th birthday, he was like, people they basically look at you like, why are you still playing? No,
Whoa,
like you're too old, bro. Like your time is gone. What are you talking about? Like, why are you still
dang.
playing? So he signed at 17, and he was released before his 20th birthday. Crazy. So but he was like, but he still has so many teams as far as like indie ball and like high level indie ball.
Oh yeah, I mean he
That's
has
still one of
professional
them.
experience, you know.
Exactly. So, but he was like, he made it up to single A. Well, I should say basically just rookie ball because he played out in Arizona.
Yeah.
But he was like, but when you do that though, you sign for less. And when it's less, it's like I think you sign for like 175,000. I think it like might be 215, something like that. The guys that sign like on their birthdays, I think it's like closer to like 400,000. But he was saying like, but with that money though, he was like, it's not yours. Like, he was like when that happens, your family basically just takes that money because they feel like no, it was their
Oh
money.
my
They
god.
helped you get to that point, and like so you should be helping your family now because you get to go play ball and make more money. But now he said that is like the typical that you would find.
Mm.
He's like, so like when you see guys sign for like a lot, I mean, yeah, but it's not if they're not signing like those multi-million-dollar deals, it's not all that money you're seeing is going right on over to their family. And I was like, I mean, it's kind of good because they want to help build up their families' homes and properties, and make sure everybody's comfortable.
Yeah,
But at the same
but
time, though,
like and then when they're playing rookie ball, things like that, bro, they're getting paid with a cheeseburger and a can of Coke.
facts, and they're like, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Throwing them all in a starter van, taking them to the hotel or like
facts.
their little apartment
Like,
that they all share.
dude, it's so, and I know he said he was just well, I know he said like you can do just like a few options outside of baseball. Like, so for him, it was hard for him to even try to come back and try to play again because like once he got released and then nobody picked him right up again, like going back, they were like, no, what are you talking about going back, bro? There's not you about to go to work. You're
Yeah.
not going back to play. No, that's over. And so he was like, he was trying to do everything he could to get back.
Mm.
And last time I talked to him, man, he was like, yeah, I'm working at this factory right now. He was like just trying to get back into it. He was like, just trying to get back over to the States. And I was just like, dang, bro. Like here I am thinking like, like, yeah, it's rough. Like it's hard, but like meanwhile, this dude, like, it's all or nothing really for him. It's like it and it's weird because I don't want to say like his parents don't see like the vision of how it could go. I feel like they almost just view it kind of like, don't waste the time. You could be like doing other stuff. You could starting a family, helping make a real career.
Hmm.
And it's just I don't know. It's a weird spot though.
Dude, that's crazy to think that like, man, if you don't make it by 17, you're done.
Bro, yeah. I can't tell you how many guys I've met that were those fresh release dudes,
Hmm.
20, 21 years old, signed when they were 16. They were like, when did you sign? You're like, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't sign. But like, you just see stuff like that. Because like in their head, I don't know, man, like they don't want to be baseball is everything for them is the long and short. So it's just so crazy. Like, but I feel like also too there should be like some. Well, I don't want to sound like that guy because I was gonna say there should be something against like just releasing those dudes like at that age. Like I feel like you should have to lock them in for a certain amount of time. But maybe that is true. Maybe that's why like they do give them a certain amount of time. There's so many of them that are like 20 and 21 that are being released because from 16 and 19 to 20.
Well, but dude, because that's the thing, bro. They get to that age, then they could just restart the cycle.
Mhm.
There's another million 16, 17-year-olds that can go sign.
Absolutely. Dude, they have full on academies
Yeah, bro.
to where that's all they do is play baseball sun up to sundown. So like they're like, I don't really need you. But it's
Hmm.
like I feel like that's kind of wrong in a sense because it's like that guy, okay, at 20 years old, you were learning a whole different aspect of the game than you knew at 16.
Absolutely.
So it's like
And think about how much your brain developed and how much it's changed.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, and plus you're seeing pro pitching. You're getting used to a pro schedule.
Mhm.
Like you're getting used to, like you're talking about the experience of it all. And now you got a guy that's 20 that's he still all he does is play ball. So like why are you I don't know. I don't know why they get rid of those guys. It's just because I mean, if I was looking at those guys, I can see, I mean, they're not yes, there's more talent out there. But you can build with him though in a farm system.
Mhm.
So like that's why so many indie teams are like snatching them up because
Facts.
they're like, okay, as soon as all indie ball tries to do is just sell the contract right back to the MLB.
Mhm.
That's their whole purpose. Is to try to I shouldn't say their whole purpose. They do want to run a league, but it's to bring more attention to their league. So the more guys that get taken out of their league is more attention on that league means more money. What is it? I think the Frontier League. Uh, they just acquired an entire other like the Can-Am, which
Mhm.
is a whole other league. But I think their teams did like 10 million a year or something like that though. Like so I mean you gotta think there was already like 7 teams in that or something like that.
Mm.
The Atlantic League. So it's just like but Atlantic League was sending guys left and right to the league. Now they were bought out by the MLB. It's not called the minor leagues the minor something Atlantic League. Like it's not just the Atlantic League anymore. So yeah.
It's all business. We all know how that goes.
It's all about who can make the next buck.
Literally, though. But
Um
that never ending cycle of baseball, though. That's never going to end. Well,
oh yeah, little
I say
kid.
that, but I think it could end. Actually, I take that statement completely back. I think it could end probably in the next like decade. I think like
Uh
baseball's kind of falling behind.
you're saying like 16-year-olds like going to
Hmm.
what you think they're gonna stop it?
No, I just see like baseball's not as popular as it used to be.
Um
It's not America's pastime anymore.
yeah. I can't fully jump on board with that only because there's new leagues popping up. Not here, in other countries all the time. Um,
That's the thing. It's not America's pastime anymore.
yeah. So
Everyone else is doing it though.
yeah, dude. Because like, what was it? Like Italy, they had like the A something series that like fell apart, but like it's back. Australia, basically, what is it? The Australian Pro League. That's where a lot of the MLB sends a lot of guys to train
Hmm.
to get ready for a season. The Korean Baseball League that exploded.
KBO, it
Yeah,
just
bro.
exploded over quarantine.
Oh my gosh, because that was like the only sports on, and people were just like, "I want to see something."
Yeah.
And they were good. So yeah.
Facts. They were really
So
good.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I just think it's just gonna spread even bigger, kind of like soccer.
Yeah.
So
Basketball is doing it too.
yeah, it's just getting bigger, so it's not just as concentrated of a just an hour thing. It's it's everybody's thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. I think that's everything I had on that. Speaking of but just sports in general. So this weekend, have you seen the Titans their hype video?
Yeah.
Bro, I about I about went and got some pads myself and said let's shoot up. Buddy, it got me so hype. Like
Dude, they're gonna need you
I
at
was
QB. They're gonna get smoked by Lamar Jackson.
yeah, dude, I see okay, a part of me wants the Ravens to win.
Listen, bro. Robert Griffin III said they're going to get their bike back. They said the Titans were Devo last year and stole his bike. They said they're going to get their bike back this year. I'm betting everything I have on the Ravens.
On the Ravens? Okay, my only thing is I kind of need the Titans to win for business though.
Oh, I agree. I'm actually
Like
not betting on this game. I was just saying, like, that's a
yeah.
statement. Like, you have. It's funny because he's not even playing. Then he said that, but like, but it's like that is. I think the Ravens are going to try to go for revenge.
Oh yeah, I can see that because I still think the Ravens should have won the Super Bowl last year. I had them going and winning, and then yeah, Tennessee cut that short just because they figured them out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Ravens have learned their lesson. I think they're here for like you said, for revenge. I don't know. I just hope it's a close game, so in that way people stay for a long time. Because your boy needs the money.
Yeah, no, I mean, Titans winning is great for Nashville economy. That is for sure.
Bro,
That's what I was starting to think. Like, I think it'll kind of be like kind of normal down there this weekend because I mean, there's playoff games on Saturday.
No. The mayor's not gonna let that happen, bro.
No,
no, bro. Seems like the more people want to come, the stricter he gets.
crazy.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. Nah. So it's a good thought. You would wish it could be that way, but nah.
I mean, they're gonna have fans at the game, so I mean, like, there's gonna be people there.
Yeah. No, dude, for instance, New Year's Eve, weirdest thing ever, bro. Closing at 11. He didn't even extend it back till midnight.
Oh, I mean, we were the same way here. We had to close at 10. So,
but just think about this. Just a couple of months before this, he extended it out for the Titans game.
We couldn't do it for New Year's
on a Monday night. On top of that, but you can't do a tradition that everybody takes part in. It's not just some one game for the home team.
Yeah,
everybody in the nation does New Year's Eve.
Dude, the whole world does New Year's Eve.
Yeah, and you can extend it out. I couldn't think for sure if the whole world did New Year's Eve.
Yeah, bro, they do. The whole world does it.
Yeah, so like it's.
But
like,
I mean, people are still celebrating at home, having parties at home, doing all those kind of things at home.
Exactly.
You're turning your economy.
You could have did 12:30, just so like people could be out and say Happy New Year and enjoy a shot with their friends or some food and then head back to the house. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why I say that. So maybe he'll kind of make the exception like he did the last time when it was a Monday Night Football game. He extended it out. But what he did for that was he extended out 30 minutes. So,
well, the Titans play during the day though. So
exactly. But so definitely no, bro. I think the time when they played Monday night, he gave you until 11:30 for people to be out, and employees had to be gone by 12.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude. It's So we'll see.
Yeah, but I mean, we got NFL playoffs Saturday. We got NFL playoffs on Sunday.
Yeah.
I
need to see all the matchups because so I can go through some picks.
So I know that the Steelers play the Browns. So like
again,
and
okay. I don't think the Browns beat them twice.
No way. The Browns coach has COVID, so he's not going to be there.
Oh yeah, so it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. But the weekend starts on Saturday, so that's how it ends on Sunday. is the
Mhm.
Browns Steelers. That's the last game of the weekend.
Okay.
Prior to that, we have Bears and Saints. Um,
Oh,
I'm
Saints.
leaning Saints, but when these teams played, I want to say, I thought they. I'm completely off. I thought they played this year, but apparently I'm wrong. So they didn't
Okay.
play this year, but I'm going to lean Saints on that as well, just because there's no way that the Bears are getting a playoff win. And we have Titans Ravens. You want the Titans to win. I think the Ravens will win.
I know I want the Ravens to win,
Yeah,
but for my pockets, the best option is the Titans.
yeah, I understand. The Ravens are a 3.5-point favorite, so we'll see what happens there. But on
Yeah.
Saturday, to kick everything off, we have Colts and Bills.
Oh, Bills.
I'm going Bills. I have the Bills winning the Super Bowl. That is my pick.
Oh, really?
We can get into that in a second. But then we have Rams and Seahawks. I'm going
I don't even know who to pick in that one, to be honest.
I'm gonna go ahead and just take the Seahawks because Jared Goff with his thumb injury. I don't know what's gonna happen with the Rams.
Oh, you don't know if he's gonna play or not.
Yeah, and then to end Saturday night we have the Bucks and Washington football team. I'm going Washington football team.
Over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That
bro.
game is at 8:15 p.m. on Saturday night. Tom Brady goes to bed at 8 o'clock every night. Bedtime.
Dude.
Washington is winning. Washington is winning. Washington is winning.
Nah, dude. No, I'm taking old Tom and that
Taking the football team.
one.
They are winning.
No, yeah. I think Tom will win that. We got some good games, bro.
Mike Evans is hurt though.
So who?
Mike Evans, the Bucks' best receiver.
Yeah. Wait. What about him? What'd you say?
He's hurt.
Oh, is he? Oh, dang. I didn't hear that part.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but they still got what? Antonio Brown, Gronk.
Yeah. Wait till Chase Young just eats up freaking Tom Brady like a snack.
Yeah.
And then we got robot leg Alex Smith out there just dropping dimes.
Bro, don't make.
I'm not making fun of him.
That's
a great story that he's back. Comeback player of the year, bro.
He did a whole lot to get back.
I got Washington football team actually going to the NFC Championship game, so
okay,
I'm dead serious about them beating the Bucks. Unfortunately, though, I will have to change that if they play the Packers next week. If they beat Tampa and have to play the Packers,
yeah,
that's going to be tough. But the winner of that game would go to the Super Bowl for me in the NFC, Packers or Washington. But then I got the Bills.
Right. No, yeah, I definitely see the Bills making a good run at it.
The Chiefs are going to get upset fast.
I don't know, man. No, Patty Mahomes still got it.
They got what? That team is dog doo-doo.
Dude, wasn't it just last week they didn't even finish the game? They all were out in the third quarter.
They didn't play at all last week. They didn't play their starters. They had the first round bye.
Right. So then
2 weeks
their last game, they didn't even finish the game.
Last game they didn't play. They didn't play a single snap. But before that, they played the Falcons. Yeah. They played the Falcons and almost lost.
I mean, okay. I mean, I guess technically every game you almost lose though.
No, bro. They were down. They came down to the last second. If the Falcons would not have turned the ball over, they would have lost because they were about to score. They won 17-14 on a missed field goal. So the Falcons missed a field goal to tie it to send to overtime.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Falcons.
Also, you're not taking the Chiefs in overtime with the Falcons.
Not in the way they played that game. No way.
Bro, I'm taking me by myself versus the Falcons in overtime. Like the Falcons can never close out games. What's the record right now?
The Falcons?
Yeah, it's like 1-2. Well, I think they ended up getting 2 wins, didn't they?
Yeah, they're 4-12. They got 4 wins.
Yeah. Okay. Come on.
Just as many as your Eagles have.
Yeah. Speaking, bro, I was just about to talk. That's what I wanted to talk about. Oh man, dude. Okay, I know the game.
How do you pull Jalen Hurts, bro? How?
Bro, I know they kept saying like the game doesn't mean anything to them. It's not about them. You know, it's he's trying to figure out the quarterback situation, blah blah blah. I mean, yeah, but buddy, you don't want to. At some point, you don't want to go and embarrass your own self. Like, you got to have some type of care about the fans that. Well, I mean, I guess we didn't have fans there anyway, but like, dude, is that not something you can do in practice? Is that not, bro?
That was literally like throwing the game so the Cowboys couldn't get in, or the Giants. Sorry, so the Giants couldn't get in.
Oh, is that okay? I kept hearing them talk about like the Giants are watching this game right now. Yeah. So that's what it was coming down to is
if Washington won, which they did, they're in the playoffs. If Washington lost, the Giants beat the Cowboys that day, so the Giants would have been in.
Okay.
So like the entire Giants team was watching it. Like, what are we watching right now?
Yeah. So what was it? So the Redskins win the division.
Mm-hmm.
And so wait, is it who's in the NFC wild card? I think you just said it a moment ago.
So it's
right?
Tampa versus Washington, and then you have the Saints versus the Bears.
Yeah. Okay.
The other one.
Yeah, man. I just okay. So because I think he's starting to hear all this pressure, like everybody talking, saying like, oh man, you got two quarterbacks. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And it's like, bro, you can keep both. Jalen Hurts still has a lot to learn as of right now. You know what I'm saying?
But pulling him out in that game is not the answer.
No, and I get he's saying like, so what? I think the announcer guy, I forgot his name. He even said something about it. He's like, what is it? Why are you trying to see who's going to be your backup right now? You need to figure out who your starter is.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that's where the issue is. It's not the backup. And it's like, what is he trying to make Jalen Hurts between Jalen Hurts and that dude? What the hell is this?
Yeah.
This is a no-brainer right here.
Next thing you know, the Eagles are going to turn around and draft a quarterback in the draft this year.
Dude, I don't know. We can be so up and down. Like, one year we'll be hot, bro. The next year, just doggone. Dude.
Need to get rid of Doug Peterson.
Yes, bro. But he's riding that Super Bowl. He's riding that puppy. He at least that earned him at least 4, if not 5 years.
Well, if you have another year like this year, next year he'll be gone.
Well, I think that would be beginning of the 4th year, though. So beginning of the 4th, ending the 4th one. So, yeah, bro, if he doesn't do something better next year, then yeah. But
where's Wentz going though? That's a good question because he's asked.
See, and that's what everybody was saying. They were like, no, that's the situation you need to figure out because Winston dressed that game. It was just supposed to be Jalen Hurts. Go from there. And it's not even okay. I was so hard on Jalen Hurts at first. I still kind of am. Like, I mean, he's not a guy for me quarterback wise. In real life, he seems like a guy I could champion on for real life stuff.
Absolutely.
But as far as him being on my favorite team, being the quarterback for my team, his performance is not what I enjoy. But in the given situation, he's what we have.
Yeah.
I don't like Wentz any more than Hurts. I was never on like the Wentz like bandwagon. Mm-hmm. I saw he was doing some good, but the thing is, he has a big arm, inaccurate, and he can be mobile, but he's injury prone. Okay, what the hell can you do with that? Yeah. You play quarterback, buddy. Like, you get hit every 2 seconds.
Literally.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
especially with a bad O-line.
Yeah, it's like, and that's a problem we have to address right there. The O-line. Our running game is decent if we can get some blocking, but that's something we have to address too. We finally addressed the receiver situation. We got Buddy out of there. He went to what's his name? Not Aguilar.
Aguilar went to the Raiders.
To the Raiders?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Couldn't catch anything. Bro, they were making fun of him on the news in Philadelphia. Like, that's how bad he was.
Yeah.
When I saw him drop that doggone go-ahead touchdown, what was that, last season? Boy, I could have punched the hell out of that TV. Like, he dropped it wide open and was like, came back. He was like, no, hell yes! Who else is it? It's you. It's always you. It's always been you. Yes, you are the problem. Why you are still here, I don't know. But absolutely 1,000% it's you. We can't even blame Wentz for that. He didn't overthrow it. He oh my God, dude. So we finally addressed that. So maybe, we're gonna just take our time. Just run eventually get it right. And then we'll be back to, being a decent team. And then we can talk about winning again. But oh man, I saw that game and I was just like, I was confused by it because I was like, first of all, if this dude is this trash, how is he in the league?
Literally.
Like, if you gotta like test him like this to be like, can you handle the big game pressure? That's like something you do like to like somebody that's in college. You know what I mean? Like that's like
decide if they go pro.
Yeah, or like a freshman, you're like, hey, like basically I got a guy competing for your scholarship. We're about to see what's up. Like it's that type of situation, not, hey man, you're on almost a $3 million contract. I just want to see if you can show up in this moment right here. I sure hope you can, or why the hell are you on my team?
Literally.
It doesn't make sense to me, bro. But no, that game was awful to watch. As a fan, I'm sure a lot of people turned that game off, to be honest. Like people that weren't fans of either team, I'm pretty sure they kind of just were like, all right, I'm about to go to bed early.
Yeah, we're calling it a night. Gotta start the week. Gotta start the week tomorrow. I'm out of
here. Exactly. Like I don't see how that game could have been any type of interest to you. So no, that's frustrating. But
on to the next season for you guys. At least you can start rebuilding now.
Yeah, I just really hope we get that line figured out. Defensively, I think. I feel like we're all right there, though. I mean, because you can only expect so much out of your defense. Like,
sure.
And if they're on the field, doggone, 6 minutes at a time, 7 minutes at a time. I mean, you can't expect them to always not give up points. It's just a part of it. They can make some stops, get you some good positions, but if you don't capitalize, dude, it just takes the wind out of them. And they're on the field basically the whole game. So
and then when you don't have offense answering the points.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I feel like we're fine there if we can just keep them at least close to this, but just find a way to elevate our offense will be good.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. 4-11-1 is a tough season to bounce back from. But
God, dude, who was that? We almost had 2 ties. Yeah, what was that? We started off what was it? 2-1, and I want to say we were almost 2-2. It was something like that, something crazy. So yeah, we almost had a couple of them. I'd rather us go a whole season of 0-16.
Tie everybody.
Exactly. Tie everybody, then lose. Because at least I can be like, could have went either way. Could have went either way. You never know. It gives me more excuses as a fan.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I think doesn't that put you like in like position to still like compete for the division too?
Does it?
Because you don't have any losses.
I mean, yeah. You got no wins, no losses. Well, I guess okay. No, dude, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you haven't lost. They were like, yeah, but you didn't win either. But I didn't lose.
Never lost, undefeated.
No, that's honestly that's a great question because like, where do you rank that person? And I mean, like that that team, and like, do they win the division? Do they
that division probably?
I mean, they would have to, right? Because
Washington won it at 7-9. That's under 500.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, bro, you got no losses to anybody in the division.
Yeah, never lost.
You have to be first, right? I don't even know if that's
so. That's the thing is that you would also have each other team would have 2 ties at that point because you would have tied them.
Oh yeah, but
The six of your 16 are coming from the division. So you
Right,
tie
right.
10 other people outside of your division. Everyone else has at least 2 ties in
Yeah,
your
but
division.
we still beat them in ties though. I mean, they're still gonna have
I don't know if
losses
that
on theirs.
counts. I don't know if that adds up. I don't know if
Yeah, no, they still have losses.
yeah,
So I mean,
exactly.
what? So as far as like a season average, what does that come out to?
I would
Like
say 0.
so it's just you think it's just a wash? I don't know
I,
what that is.
I don't either, but I would have to say like cuz like it doesn't hurt you or help you.
Dude, I'm legit about to look this up tonight because I want to know now. Like,
Bro, we'll never see that happen, but like now that we say that it will happen next year, but like
oh, absolutely. I mean, we almost well, I guess we hadn't seen a team. Did the Dolphins end up losing every game that one year?
no,
Or they won one game.
the Lions did.
They did the Lions. Okay, so
Yeah.
like we've seen a team lose every single one. We could see somebody. Nah,
Tie every
tying that'd
game.
be too crazy. That'd be too crazy. Man,
Oh my
can
god.
you imagine though? I think people would just tune into their games just to see if they tied.
Yeah.
I think as a coach, I would start playing just to tie. So like I would just start letting them score. Like let's say like we just got crazy, like we went up by 21.
Yeah, but then
I would just
you let a coach score at the end, they get a 2-point conversion and beat you by 1. You'd be so mad.
Oh yeah, I would. I would. But no, I would see. I would have to doctor it up some type of way to where like I had the ball at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be weird, but no, I'm legit. I'm about to try to figure this out. Man, I still stand on what I said though. I would rather us have all ties than
Hey, then
look as
lose.
crappy as we did this year though.
That's fair.
Yeah. Um, bro, I'm about to go to bed.
Nah, I feel you, bro. It's
Yeah.
we'll wrap it up this episode. Next
Yeah, yeah,
episode
yeah.
will be a little different. I will be on my way to the national championship game. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
funny story before we end this pod. I forgot to
Yeah.
mention this at the beginning, but this is just our goal for the end of the year here.
Mhm.
So I didn't really want to pay for national championship tickets off the rip. So I found the media credential like request that you can submit for the national championship,
Yeah.
and I submitted a media credential request using this podcast as a national coverage, and within 30 minutes I was denied. So I will set our goal that we can make this podcast big enough to where it's a household name by next national championship, and we
Wait,
can
what?
use that.
Why did they deny it?
I don't know. I didn't get a reason. I just got a denied
Oh,
email back.
and you said within 30 minutes.
Bro, it's fast. But you know how
They
many
were
people
just
probably
like,
do this though?
huh?
I said, you know how many people probably do this though?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like, but not. Yeah, yeah, guys, help us get Drake to the national championship. So we just basically just have to be bigger, like a bigger deal, right?
Basically. Yeah.
Yeah, household name, and then yeah, we got him in there.
Fact.
No, that'd be dope.
And not just me. That'll be the whole podcast because we will report live from there easily.
Dude. Okay, I don't know if I would enjoy a national championship if my team wasn't in it.
Okay, I would.
Like,
I mean, I get it. I guess I think there's levels to it. I'm not being Meek Mill right now, but there's levels to this.
right.
Like, yes, if your team's in it, you're like overly hyped because your
Yeah.
team.
Nah, Super Bowl, I'll go. I don't care who's playing.
Okay.
But I don't know what it is. I don't know why in my head that's sort of like that. National championship, like I like watching it, obviously, just because like I like sports. But as far as like, no, I mean, okay, that makes you sound kind of silly. Because if we were getting a media pass, is it free or is it just discounted?
It's free. You're in.
Okay. It's free.
Yeah. Like the questionnaire I had to answer was no joke. It was like, do you need a seat in the media room? Do you need internet? Do you need like access to this, access to that? Do you need a driver? How are you getting to the stadium? All that kind of stuff. And I made it easy. I was like, I'm personally driving. Don't need a seat in the media room.
That's what gave you away, bro. You should have been like, yes, I need a driver. Yes, I
need all of it.
Yeah, exactly. But Okay, so if somebody was just given that thing, okay, yes, I would go.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, if but if it was just like you were just wanting to go, like I would just like, go ahead, bro. I'll watch you from the
Yeah.
house.
The Super Bowl though, that would be dope too.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, bro. I'll be there in a
No, but I'm
heartbeat.
telling you right now, if we can get this big enough by next year, this goes to all you listeners, we can do the national championship and the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. That's our goal, bro. Be big enough. So what'd you say? Be big enough to where we can get a media pass.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I like it. I wonder how much that takes. Is that like 5,000, 10,000?
Who knows, man? I don't know what the tier actually looks like on that.
Yeah,
you know?
the credentials.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just wanted to end with that story because it was kind of funny how fast they denied it. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
that's kind of comical. Guess I'm buying tickets.
Yeah. Well, you got any closing words, bro?
No, man, just appreciate all the listeners as always. Keep sharing it. Obviously, like we just harped on it, like as a joke, but like for real, keep sharing the podcast.
Oh yeah. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Yeah, we're about to have a great 2021. I think this is our second episode of 2021.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so thank you guys for the support. We plan on growing a lot this year. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything you got. We appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Till next time, guys.